Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. D. Eric Body Beats. It's a vibe.
How do you feel about people who show that they're doing something on camera for people? Like charity, but on camera.
Like you walking down the street, you give somebody $50, but you record it.
And you record it. Is that good or bad? How do you feel about that?
Let me.
All right, come on. Yeah, break it down.
No, let me sleep on it for a second. I don't really know because I don't really know if I have an opinion.
How do you feel about that, Tom?
I'm the same way. It's like I got to think about that because I think that it's still better to do it than not. But if you're doing it for the publicity or the clout or the like, look at me, I'm doing a good thing. That kind of skews it. So, and
I've heard the argument that some people would still say, well, at least that person's getting help.
Right.
Yeah.
So somebody
at the end of the day, that's the real world thing that happened.
You really
It's
can't
interesting,
argue that.
right?
If it's black and white, if it's I'm gonna do it
Because
but it's coming on camera or I'm not doing it,
Right.
do it. The question is, do you have to put it on camera to make yourself feel? Is it for you or is it for them? That's the question.
Or does it matter if it's being done?
And that's what I'm saying.
Because the people who are going to complain, you didn't do it, so.
Right. That's what I'm saying. At the end of it, I think it's a harder question. It ain't so easy.
I've seen that story go different ways. I think I saw this one kid, I don't know if it's on Netflix or something, but he won some money through a sponsor. He was on a YouTuber, I think, and he gave the money to a homeless guy, and he recorded it himself on YouTube doing it, and then it blew up, and then they got some donations to him again, and then he ended up doing it again to someone else, and it became like a big ass thing. So
You talking about Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast? I was
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
my
that Mr.
bad.
Beast?
It's
I'm over here.
essentially what Mr. Beast does. As a business.
So is that what we're saying, that Mr. Beast is
Right.
But Mr. Beast is doing it. Okay, so I guess my question is, it's more, Mr. Beast doesn't really go to people that are like in despair, right?
No, I think he blew up from the despair situation.
If we're talking about the same person.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
if the first person he was, I
My
saw.
kid's been binging this thing, so I've about seen every episode in the like in the last.
Yeah, but
I don't
probably
know,
not those
couple years,
first
not
ones.
the early
Yeah,
ones.
I
Right?
never
So
saw
I saw
those.
the very first one that I saw a
Are you
documentary
sure we're
on
talking about the same guy?
It's just like regular looking white kids, just like
Just
I'm gonna pull up a picture.
Pull him up.
Yeah.
I'm
Pull
about
him
to
up
pull
because
him
I'm like, Mr. Beast, like watching him do it,
he has a
doesn't
documentary.
seem so
If it's
fucked
him,
up.
he has a documentary that I watched, and I was like, this is incredible, but it's exactly what you're saying, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Okay. So he may have started with that, but I feel like it's somewhat progressed.
It did
to now
progress.
where he's clutching his boys, which is cool. Again, it's cool, and there is certainly an appetite for it in the world. People like it's
Clearly,
very
it's
enjoyable
entertaining.
to watch.
Yeah, it's super
entertaining.
enjoyable.
It really
I'm
is.
more-
It was.
Yeah,
when
watching
I watched
people
that
get
documentary, I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
like,
this is
you,
cool.
like, put your hands on a Lamborghini. Last one to let up gets it. That kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Cool. I'm more saying where we kind of got onto this conversation. I think is like, so you go up to, a homeless person on the street and you make this big production about how you're giving them $100. I don't know. To me, it's like a little demeaning to them, like to a certain extent, like you're using them as a prop almost.
Well, yeah, if you're choosing to use them as a prop, then
make sure you smile when I give you this $100.
Yeah, right. It's
hey,
like,
you're not doing it for the if that's the intent behind it, then yeah.
No, but some people will still argue who gives
People
a
are
fuck.
always gonna still argue.
No, of course, yeah. I'm just debating, just for thought,
Yeah, I
food,
got you.
food for thought.
I really don't think there's an answer to this. Like you can't. No one could. On
Yeah,
both sides,
there's-
you can
I
never
think
answer.
there is an answer. If you did, if you're not doing it, then shut the
Motherfucker.
fuck up. Because like, if you're not out there doing it, then what do you have to say? I don't
Yeah.
honestly. If you're not giving this person $100, that's the real thing that's being done in the real world. So all of your opinion and the story that you want to tell
Right,
and how you want it to
right,
be done,
that's
if
the
you didn't do
argument.
it, shut the
I
fuck
guess
up.
the other question though is it even happening sometimes?
Right, that is true too.
Like,
All right, give him
give my
my-
goddamn shit back.
It's the state. I'll give
Free
you,
nigger.
I'm gonna give you $5, but on camera I'm gonna give you $100.
That reminded me when I was playing Grand Theft Auto, and then you know how you could have sex with the prostitute in the game,
Yeah.
and you have to pay them,
Yeah.
and then you would walk away, and then I would kill her and get the money back. It was
Says a lot
video,
about you,
it was a
Jack.
video game.
Are you sure you want that on video recording? Audio recording?
It was a video game. I didn't do shit wrong.
They allowed it. That's great.
I mean, I could do it in a video game.
Oh, that's crazy.
I can't get in trouble for
That's funny.
a damn video game.
No, it's a video game.
But if anything, yeah, I guess you could break down my psychology. What am I a fucked up person? He's like, oh yeah, kind of, yeah.
Fuck the world.
No, but I wanted to talk about what were we talking about?
Atomic Habits. Is where we
Yes,
started.
that was the original point.
Yeah.
Game changer, you guys.
Yeah, I've been getting into it and essentially like a overview. I mean, there's many different chapters and a bunch of stuff it covers, but like one that was resonating with me, it was talking about how everyone has these habits, and it's kind of not what you think. And as far as like if you want to make a change or something, let's say these people will set like a goal per se, like I want to lose weight or whatever, and that's the goal, and they don't create like how do you say it? Like basically, you don't create the habits to get there. You just are focused on the goal, and thus you never do get there.
Right. So his whole thing is you have to master the art of showing up.
Yeah. So
So instead of thinking about, we were talking about earlier, instead of looking at the goal as like I want to lose 40 pounds, become the person who goes to the gym every day, or you know what I'm saying? Or instead of, see, here's the problem with habits is in order to create new ones, they got to be worth it. We have to get we have to get
attractive is what they say.
right. It's attractive, right? But the problem is if you go balls to the wall when you first start something, it takes a lot of willpower to continue that way. Especially when you're an extremist like me. I'm kind of an extremist. And I've always thought, like, if I'm going to beat a habit, I want to beat it where it's in my face. You know, I've always said, like, if I'm a coke addict, put the cocaine right here and don't snort it. Then you really winning. And that can work. But what I'm realizing is my brain, it also works for me now from 10 plus years, and I still don't win it every time. So what about the person who's just starting off?
Right.
According to this book, it makes sense to start smaller. So let's say you want to go to the gym. Don't go to the gym and knock out an hour and a half straight. Just go to the gym. Don't even do shit. Just now you get into the habit of just physically going to the gym. Become the person that goes to the gym. Not don't I'm gonna go to the gym 30 times. You see what I'm saying?
I like the part where they were talking about like habit stacking or whatever, or something where it's like this one resonated with me where if you want to do something, right? You have to combine it with something that you need to do essentially. So let's say you're like, I want to watch the Bulls game tonight. Well, you'd be like, first you need to like make 3 sales calls to, cold calls, or I need to edit a video or whatever. So you edit your video and then you do this, and then you use.
No, yeah. But yeah.
So you essentially are training your brain just like with something positive, like that's it. Like, okay, I'm going to make these sales calls, which I don't want to do, but then I'm going to get rewarded with something I do want to do. And then after you start implementing things like that, I guess the way that your brain works with the dopamine and all that is like you eventually associate the sales calls with what you like to do, and then you like to, it just kind of works out that way. It's interesting.
Yeah. D. Eric Body Beats. It's a